The Victory Front, presented by the United States government, brings you Life Can Be Beautiful. The government of the United States has the pleasure of bringing its listeners a new series of programs, a different kind of series. During these programs, the people that many of us know and love, people we meet every day on the radio, have volunteered their services to the government and are going to visit here on the Victory Front. And now, speaking for the United States government, here is Conrad Nagel.
Life Can Be Beautiful is the story featured on this week's presentation of the Victory Front. Millions of Americans know and admire Papa David, Chi-Chi, and Stephen. Daily in Life Can Be Beautiful, you've heard them face the same intimate problems that we all face. Today, as they come to grips with a new, thrilling experience, we shall face the truth about our enemy. And as we see that ugly truth revealed, let us remember that we, the people, can win neither our war nor our peace unless we understand this enemy we're fighting. And now let's find out why life cannot be beautiful under the heel of the Axis tyrants.
And now, life can be beautiful. Chi-Chi, Papa David, and Stephen, who live in the rear of a small second-hand bookshop on the Lower East Side of New York, are human and easy to know. This story started late one evening, just before closing time. Stephen has rolled his wheelchair into his room. Papa David has just returned from a pinochle session with his friend Ben Levy. Chi-Chi, who had been tending the store, greeted the old man as he came in.
Papa David. Oh, Ben Levy beat you tonight, didn't he?
Oh, that lowlife. Such lovely pinochle. How did you know that he beat me?
Oh, when you win, you always come in singing.
From now on, I must remember not to be so oblivious. He's Stephen in bed.
I guess so. He said he was going to read himself to sleep.
Go lock up, lady, and I'll go back a minute and maybe wish him good night.
Yeah.
It's so hard to make myself.
You go on to bed. I'll lock up.
Well, if you don't mind, I'll say good night to Stephen and then kind and good night, lady. Remember, pull down the blinds and lock the door and put out the light.
Good night, Papa David. We're playing again. Gosh, I wish Papa David had put a longer string on that blind. I can't ever reach it. There we are. I'm very sorry, but I'm just closing up.
Oh, Niemcy kwalijk.
Huh? What did you say?
I said, Niemcy kwalijk.
Yeah.
That is Holland, Dutch. For I am sorry I troubled you.
Oh, Dutch, huh? Well, what part of Germany did you come from?
Germany?
Yeah.
I am not from Germany. I am Dutch. I come from Holland. I am Dutch, not German. What bewijzen?
Oh, Holland. I got it mixed up.
Yeah. And so did German. But we'll straighten it out again someday. If you are closing, I will go.
Well, what did you want? Maybe I could get it for you. Is it a book you want?
Yeah, it is a book. I told my mother it was just wasting time, but she's old and I promised I would try.
Well, come on in. Maybe we can find it.
Oh, thank you.
Now then, what's the name of the book?
The Heilige Schrift.
I don't know all the books in the shop, but I can tell you right off we don't have anything that sounds like that.
Oh, I should say it in English.
Yeah.
A Bible.
Oh, a Bible.
You don't sell them, do you?
Are you kidding? Papa David's got a whole shelf of Bibles, little ones, big ones. There they are up there. Take your pick.
And he's not afraid to sell them?
Well, what is this? Who ever heard of anybody being afraid to sell a Bible?
Oh, you must excuse me. It is so hard to realize. Only this morning we arrived in this country.
Oh, a refugee, huh?
Yeah, that is right. You see, it is still hard to realize that I am in America. Just before we escaped from the little village where I lived, the man who ran a little bookstore, almost like this, he kept selling Bibles. Secretly, of course. And the Nazis took him out and shot him.
Shot him? Just for selling a Bible?
But the Nazis don't want people to read the Bible. They don't want anybody to believe in God. Only in Adolf Hitler. They want prayers said to him.
Well, I'd like to see him try to make me pray to a rat like him. And if I wanted to read the Bible, I'd read it all I pleased and tell Adolf Hitler to go jump in the ocean.
And do you know what would happen to you?
Guess they'd shoot me, huh?
No. They would not shoot you. Not you. I know. They did not shoot me.
You mean me? You... Oh.
I believe there is a God. And I believe that someday he will make them pay.
Gosh. Look, what's your name?
Trina?
I'm sorry, Trina. But like you say, God won't let those... He won't let them get away with that kind of stuff. Did your father get away okay, too?
No. He was my stepfather. But he was so good and kind.
They shoot him?
Well, I hope so.
You hope so?
That is the best to hope for when the Nazis come in your country. He was taken away. He was a Jew. They have special punishment for Jews.
Like Papa David. He's sort of like my stepfather. Oh, I'm a Gentile. But he's the sweetest, kindest old man in the world.
My stepfather was too. But that did not make any difference to them. They've lost their minds, those people. All they think of is the master race. All other human blood is vile and worthless to them. They feel it in just that way. Yeah, I know. Boys like that, but it is not just the soldiers, the men. No, in the occupied countries, those who suffer most are the helpless women, children, old people, the crippled.
Stephen. Well, what do they do to crippled people?
Send them away to an institution.
What for?
Nazis believe that anyone who is not strong and well should not live.
You mean they kill off crippled people just like that?
They are sent to institutions. Then, a few months later, you get a notice that your brother or son or husband has died. Yeah.
Oh.
Good Germans who still believe in God and who hope and pray for deliverance from the Nazis. They have told the truth about what happens to them. Oh, Monsieur, I have talked too long. You wanted to close your shop. I will take this Bible. Is it much?
You can have it for a present.
Oh, but no, I could not accept such a fine gift.
Look, will you take it home to your mother? Does she understand English?
Some, and I help her.
Then go home and read it to her. And tell her over here she don't have to worry about anybody seeing her, and when she prays it's to God, not to Adolf Hitler.
Oh, you are so kind.
You want me to wrap it up for you?
Oh, no, never mind. Save the paper. I can hide it under my coat.
Look, don't you understand, Trina? You don't have to hide it. You can take it outside and wave it in the air if you want to. You can open it up in the street and start reading it out loud if you feel like it. And the worst that'll happen to you is you'll get a crowd around you listening.
Yeah. I can remember when Holland was that way. But then it was all changed. Before the Nazis came, we knew we were in danger because We had been told what happened in other places. But we could not believe that these things could be true. We could not believe that men could be such beasts. Then we found out that men could be worse than beasts. It is hard to realize that here you are as we were before the Nazis came. Good night, my friend. You are my first in America.
Good night, Trina. Good night.
The words of the Dutch girl still ringing in her ears, Chi-Chi turns out the lights and prepares for bed. Everything is peaceful and quiet in Papa David's slightly red bookshop. And as Chi-Chi snaps off her bed light and snuggles down between crisp, clean sheets, her small frame shudders convulsively as once more she remembers what Trina had said.
They send cripples to an institution. They never return alive. They have special punishments for Jews. But they would not shoot you. You are a girl.
They would not shoot you. No.
I would like to buy a Bible.
The Nazis do not want people to read the Bible.
I would like to buy a Bible.
They don't want anybody to believe in God.
I would like to buy a Bible.
Do you know what would happen to you?
Hier, Akku. Los vom Schilde Schiffen, nehmt jemand fest hier.
They have special punishment for Jews.
Hallo, schnell.
They send cripples to an institution. They never return alive.
Da kommt, nehmt jemand fest hier.
But they would not shoot you. You are a girl.
They would not shoot you. You're a girl.
Chi-Chi has fallen asleep, but not peacefully. Her sleep will be fitful and troubled as she dreams, and hears the echo of what the refugee girl had told her. The Dutch girl who was surprised to find that Papa David openly sold Bibles. Chi-Chi's dream will be continued tomorrow at this same time. And now, once again, speaking for the United States government, here is Conrad Nagel.
Trina, the Dutch girl, has learned that life cannot be beautiful under the Nazis. Why all the free people hate those trying to enslave them. What the Nazis did to the Dutch, they hope to do to us, for it's their master plan to enslave the entire world. The Dutch were free men, civilized men, men at peace. They had free speech, a free press, religious freedom. The Nazis have ruthlessly taken that away from them, as they hope to take away all freedom from all the free people everywhere. And yet the people of Holland fight on, striking back at their oppressors in the dark, underground. They must fight in the dark. Think what we can do fighting in the open. They'll fight on until they win. But they can't win without our help. And we can't win unless we understand thoroughly that the enemy plans to enslave us as they tried to enslave the Dutch, as they plan to enslave the entire world. To win, we must all stand together as united nations. And united, we will crush the tyrant. Well, you've heard the first episode of Life Can Be Beautiful, brought to you on the Victory Front. A new series of special programs in which the people you love in popular daytime programs are visiting you on behalf of your government. The United States government wishes to thank all those who are donating their talents to score one more blow for victory. Listen tomorrow at this same time for Life Can Be Beautiful, episode number 2, in this story of the truth about our enemy on the Victory Front.